Hello there, you're on the Heart of Reddit channel. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Get your popcorn ready and enjoy. Mean waitresses left a neophyte waiter out to dry. I lived in Sedona, AZ, but would go down to Phoenix for doctor's appointments and big city stuff. I went to a sushi bar, and my waiter was this poor college-age guy, totally in over his head but trying. He double-checked my order, took forever to get my iced tea, and was running all over the place. Bad service can be aggravating, but he was so panicked I felt sorry for him. I get rattled easily and would be a terrible waitress, so I could sympathize. I could see the female waitresses off in the corner, glaring at him and gossiping. After I ate, he kind of disappeared. He may have been fired at this point. I don't really know. I waved at the two female waiters. Nothing. After about 10 more minutes I walked up and asked if I could get my bill. They huffed and made a comment that I wasn't their table but would check. I could see more grumbling. They brought the check out, and it was the wrong one. About a third less than I had ordered. I tried to get their attention again, but they weren't having it, so I went to the register and paid. After I paid, I said I tried to get your attention and let you know you gave me the wrong bill. I think they thought I was going to ask for a refund. I just said thanks. My bill was a third what it would have been. One of the waitresses looked a little panicky and said, "Wait, we'll do it over." Just said no thanks, I'm fine. The case of the hourly at workers. I worked in it at a large, non-technical company. As is normal in IT, there were crises, patches and new software installs, where it was all hands on deck for 16 hours, and other times when everything was humming along and there was not a lot of work to do. Old boss understood this well. When we had to work late into the evening, he was fine with us coming in late the next day, leaving early, or even if a couple people didn't come in at all, as long as we rotated who got to stay home so that there was some coverage. We were all salaried exempt, but overall, the hours were fair despite the occasional very long days. New boss comes in from a non-IT background and sees this system and decides everyone will be hourly, and, worse, work set hours. If we were 10 minutes late, we had to use 10 minutes of PTO, or be docked pay for the time, rather than just staying 10 minutes late. He also declared there would be zero overtime. This worked for about a week. It was slow, and the people who would normally leave an hour early had to just sit at their desks and wait to clock out. Then the first major system issue happened where the email server crashed. We all punched out at 5 and went home. System stayed down until the following morning. Well, big boss comes down and wants to know why it took so long to bring the email system back, and how it hurt the business. New boss mumbles something about no staffing in the evening. Big boss says it's never been a problem before. New boss tells us, from that point on, when something breaks we stay to fix it. Overtime starts piling up. This boss asks about budget. Several of us on the team decide to be brave and tell big boss what's going on, and ask if things could just return to the way they were. Shortly after, an email is sent out saying new boss has decided to leave to take on another opportunity, i.e., was fired, and that the IT debt was returning to salary exempt. You want to present my ideas as your own? Then don't be surprised if I hold out on ya. A few years ago, I had an absolutely awful manager who was a micromanaging idiot. At one point, both he and I were going to attend a meeting with the sales team to run down what we thought our product did better than our main competitor. A few days before that meeting, he emailed me and point blank asked me to tell him all the ways in which our product was better, so that he could present them as his own research. Well, I had worked hard on assembling my presentation, and I wasn't giving it all up that easily. So I replied with a few little wisps of information, some freebies. Made it seem like I hadn't given the matter that much thought. The day of the meeting arrives and he presented this information proudly to the sales team. The big boss asked if anyone had anything else to add, and I casually said yes and delivered a lengthy, in-depth presentation that was very enthusiastically received by the team. The manager's jaw dropped. He was stunned. He realized he'd been played, but he knew he couldn't complain or discipline me without admitting he had tried to steal all my ideas. For a myriad of reasons, he was fired a few months later,